Aquarius. Welcome to October 2018. My name is Colleen and this is my channel Arcana Rising. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope that you guys enjoy this costume that I did for you guys. For those of you who don't know, this is David Bowie. And this is actually the third time that I am recording this, which is interesting. So I'm really hoping that it actually saves the video this time. Okay. David Bowie. So honestly, like anytime I think of Aquarius, I think of David Bowie. But honestly, he is actually a Capricorn, believe it or not, which I can't believe. But he is. But he's just so out there, or he was so out there in his approach to his music and who he was. Like, he just embraced his appearance. Some people said that he looked like an alien, and, he just embraced that, And I feel like that is something that is coming up this month for you guys. You need to embrace every aspect of yourself. Anything that you have been beating yourself up over, looking at in the mirror thinking that it's a flaw. You need to just embrace it, because that's what makes you you. That's what makes you unique. So that's a message for you guys this month. Just embrace your weirdness. And also, your sign is ruled by the planet Uranus, which is the planet of chaos and rebellion. It's pushing the limits, going, like, crossing boundaries in society. And I feel like that is something that you guys bring to the table in one way or another. It could be, on a scale of, being a famous musician, or it could be just in your daily lives. Pushing the boundaries of the way people think, like how they perceive the world around them. But I also feel like this is a time where you are just putting yourself out there more so than ever before. Like, you need to embrace who you are and just step out into the world and be that person in society that pushes the limits. You need to be seen for who you are. You need to just embrace who you are. That's what's coming up for me this month for you guys. So, okay, I'm just gonna tune in here. Oh, whoa, that one just jumped out. And that came out sideways, so this one I'm going to keep sideways because I feel like this has the opportunity to go up or down. Like right side up or upside down. Probably dependent on how you handle this dance. Ooh. And there's the fourth one. Yay! Oh, that's good. I like that. Okay. Okay. This is a time of stop pouring pouring all of your energy into other people that are not, that are just draining you. I feel like, so we have the Queen of Cups here. And she's very, very giving, especially emotionally giving. But in reverse, I feel like you have been, you know, or you could be releasing this idea that you have to pour all of yourself into other people emotionally. Like this is the way it's supposed to be. You know, emotionally bending over backwards for other people that don't like match you. You know what I mean? Like they don't match you. Or situations that are just emotionally draining. We are letting that go this month. And it's interesting because this kind of idea has been coming up in, like, I did 2 readings before, and both times it was the 8 of Cups, and now this time it's Queen of Cups reversed. So it's like, this is very important. You need to let go of these situations that are so emotionally tasking that it just holds you back. You know what I mean? And you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about here. You need to let it go. You know, maybe you've been talking about it in the past, but now it's like, do it. Do it for you. And once you do that, then you will have the energy for yourself to really be able to look at your life more deeply and you know, decide where is it you're going. You know, we've got the Page of Cups here. This is calling you to really paint the picture of your life. Like you have, like, we're at like a clean slate here. So that could be another thing, is like wiping the slate clean in some situation that is extremely emotional. You know, let bygones be bygones is what just came up in my mind. But also not continuing to subject yourself to those people or situations. Like, even if you are at the place where you guys are putting things behind you, you know, with somebody that has been extremely emotionally tasking on you, that doesn't mean that they need to stick around still. So it's like wiping the slate clean for yourself, and now we've got this fresh canvas, and what do you want to paint on it? What do you want your life to look like from here? Because you can really do whatever you want from the, like, we are in a new phase here of our lives, is what we've been stepping into with, you know, over the summer with all the eclipses and just the Mars retrograde and the Mercury retrograde, and you know, now we're going into Venus retrograde on October 6th. And this is all about, for you guys, is like how you are valuing, oh, my plant, how you are valuing yourself in this world, like in society. You know, how much do you value yourself, and you know, your time and energy? And then, like, where do you want to go? Like, where do you want to go from here? Because you can literally just do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, maybe it's not going to be like the snap of a finger overnight. Here we go, you know, now I've got this jet plane or whatever, and we're going to travel around the world. It may not be, you know, overnight, but it's, you know, making the conscious decisions of what you want your life to look like from here on out. Because now it's like, we're, you know, the universe is like, tell us what you want, and we will work behind the scenes to make sure that this comes to you. So then we have the 7 of Swords, which came out sideways, so it can either be this way or this way. And this is like worrying. So this could be like stealing the ideas of others, or trying to hold on to your ideas because you're afraid of, you know, people stealing those ideas, or you're just afraid of putting them out into the world. So it's like you're holding on to thoughts and ideas that you could be bringing out into the world. Like, that's what thoughts are for. They're, you know, we get tons and tons of thoughts, like, every day, and it's like, okay, so which ones am I going to bring into fruition? Let's pick those and then focus on those and then work to bring them out into the world. And I feel like that is something that is coming up here. You can either continue to worry that, you know, you're not protected and you're not being looked out for when it comes to your ideas, and hold on to them and keep them away from the world that actually really needs it. They need your ideas. You know, looking at everything negatively, like if I put this out there, somebody may steal the idea and continue with it, or, you know, copyright stuff is like what's coming up in my mind, or you know, just anything like that. Or you can, you know, flip it around and just bring it out. You know, own it, come out into the light. Like, this feels very sneaky and secretive. And I feel like this way is like turning the lights on and, you know, either getting caught or just, you know, owning the fact that you have these swords, like, you know, taking ownership of them and making it known, like, this is my idea and here it is and this is what I'm doing with it. And if you do that, you know, bring it out into the world, we have the sun here, and this is just all about joy and being in sync with the cycles of life, and, you know, embracing life to its fullest energy, and you know, just pure joy and happiness is really what I'm picturing here. And it's like, if you bring your ideas out into the world, this is where you will end up, which is wonderful. But just know that they're still like infants, you know what I mean? Like, those ideas are still in, like, its infancy. Even though you may have been thinking about them for a very long time, it won't really be until you bring it out into the world that it will be born, you know what I mean? And it's still a baby, you know? So you have to know that, you know, there's still a lot for you to learn about what it is that you've been holding on to, and you will learn along the way as you know, bring it to completion. You know, you'll learn along the way when, you know, while you bring it to completion. And when you do that, you will actually find yourself connecting with people who are much more meant for you, and like, so I'm looking at the bottom of the deck here. So we have the Lover's card, so that's coming up, and I feel like this is going to be more into November, but I feel like when you embrace who you are through and through and allow your ideas to be born into this world and just embrace the joy and the ability to create who you want to be, you know, from here on out, you will find the people that match that energy and, you know, are on the same wavelength with you emotionally and creatively and, you know, just mentally, everything, you know. So either like partnerships that will help you to bring things to the next level with people that you can trust, and that will help you to also just let go of, you know, old betrayals. I feel like I'm going into November for you, so I'm just going to let that go, because we're focusing on October right now. And in October, we need to remove situations that are emotionally tasking for us, clear that slate, and start painting the picture of what you want your life to look like, and put into action how, you know, and put those ideas into action, basically. And that will get you on the path to finding people that emotionally connect with you in a way that you probably have never experienced before. You never know. So that is your message, Aquarius. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's time to come out and play. Alright. I send you so much love. I hope you have a wonderful October, and I will see you in November. Happy Halloween. Happy Samhain. Take care.